everybody, it's Wendy. Welcome. Today I have a really fun project for you. This is a little box that holds these little note cards. To give you an idea of the size, these are 2 3/4 inch by 4 1/4 inch note cards. If you take an entire piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock and score it at the 4 1/4 line going down the long way, and then trim all these pieces at 2 3/4, you'll end up with 4 little note cards. Now I created this as a make and take for my team because every month we get together on YouTube and we hang out and chat and we do a live call where we have a make and take. So here I'm just showing you really quick how that works. So you just fold it this way and then you can cut it into pieces. So this is the make and take for the month of February. So I went ahead and created a PDF tutorial over on my blog that gives you the dimensions of the cards plus the dimensions of the box that I created to hold all of these in. And this really is a 3-part video. So this video is pretty long, just as an FYI. This is a piece of designer series paper cut at 1/2 inch by 4 1/4 inches. And it's just serves as a cute little decorative strip there on the note card. And then I'm using my Tip Top Taupe ink to stamp the word thank you down at the bottom of this card. And these are all going to be thank you cards. And then I'm using the Perfect Pairings, that was the Perfect Pairings stamp set. And now I'm using the framelits, the Cuppa framelits from the New Occasions catalog. I used those to cut out all the little pieces for this make and take. So this is a little coffee cup and it's cut in Tip Top Taupe. And it is just gonna go right in the center here. And then from that same framelit set, I cut this cute little heart in real red, and I'm using my fine tip glue pen to adhere it down into the middle of the cup. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll be able to move on to the next card. These cards go really quick. Once I had all the pieces cut out, they just assemble really quick because they're very simple, but they're just very sweet and fun, and it'll be a really fun gift to give to somebody. If you're a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, this would be a wonderful hostess gift if you're doing workshops or classes. So this would be a great gift to make for your hostess. Okay, so we're going to move on to the next card. And we are using the Going Places Designer Series paper stack. And this piece is cut at 1 inch by 4 1/4. And I'm going to layer it down in the same fashion. And I'm using Delightful Dijon Stampin' Up! Ink to stamp down at the bottom here. This might be Hello Honey. I can't remember now. Anyway, I got that a little crooked, so I just fixed it there. And then the coffee cup will go right over the top. And this is Hello Honey. I should fix that. So yes, Hello Honey is the ink and the cardstock color. So I'm going right over the center of that card with the little coffee cup, and I'm using Early Espresso to stamp the little heart on, and the heart is from the stamp set, the Cuppa stamp set. It's super cute. So really I only used 2 stamp sets to create these cards. The Perfect Pairings, which is a freebie that you can get during celebration, and then the other one is the Cuppa. I just call it the Cuppa stamp set because I can't remember the name of it. And then I'm taking an Early Espresso marker and I'm just running it around the edges of this coffee mug to give it a little bit of dimension. And I'm going to put dimensionals on that and pop it up. Again, I said earlier, this is a 3-part video, and I just kept it all in one video. It is long, but we make the cards here at the beginning of it, then we'll make the box, and then at the very last I'll show you how to make the cute envelopes that go with these cards, because I made the cards and I made the box and then I decided I needed envelopes. Okay, so now we are going to be using Mint Macaron ink, and I'm going to stamp on the little teacup some hearts, and then I'm going to use my Stampin' Write marker pen to create some dashed lines going around the cup to just give it a little bit more texture. And then I'll add it to the front of the card along with the thank you sentiment stamped down at the bottom. While I'm doing that, I just wanted to mention that Celebrations is still happening. It goes all the way till the end of March. And during Celebration, every $50 in product you purchase, you get a free item from the Celebration brochure. All of the information for Celebrations can be found over on my blog. It's also in the description below. There's a link to my blog post that has all the info. And the other thing is you can also join my team during Celebration. And you do that by purchasing the Stampin' Up! Starter Kit, and you can choose to be a hobby demonstrator or a business demonstrator. It's totally up to you. The cost is the same no matter what. It's $99 plus tax. The shipping on the kit is completely free. And you get to choose $155 in product. So that's essentially $56 in product that you're getting completely free. So it's really a great deal for your money to purchase the starter kit. I highly recommend it. And when you become a hobby stamper with us, with the Lovely Stampers community, that's the name of our little group, you get to enjoy doing make and takes like these. We do these online once a month, and we all get together and chat in and hang out. And then we also have an exclusive Facebook group where you can get information and share ideas and see other people's card ideas. And we do giveaways on there. And it's just a lot of fun. We have a really great group of people, and we really have a great time together. Okay, so I'm just adding the dimensionals here to the back of this cup, and I'm going to add it to the front of the card. And as you saw, I used a little piece of linen thread and adhered that little T tag to the end of the thread, and you can do that super easy using this stamp set and framelit set. It cuts out the little tag and makes it really easy for you. Okay, so our last card for this is this little purple one, and I'm just gonna stamp these cute little perfect plum hearts going down the edge of the note card, and then I'm going to do some stamping right into the center of the teacup, and then do some dashed lines around the teacup just like I did on the other one. And that again just adds some dimension and really makes the cup cute. So while I'm doing that, I just want to make mention, as I was talking a minute ago about joining my team, if you are interested in joining my team, you can go over to my website and just click on the Join My Team link. It's off to the right-hand side. Or you can click in the description below this video. If you're on YouTube, you can click in the link to take you over to my blog. And all the information is there. I also am so excited to be able to provide these make and takes for my team. They just have such a good time making them, and I know I have a fun time putting them together and getting them out, and I'm so thankful for all my team members. So I just wanted to throw that out there also if they're watching, so they know they're loved. Okay, so this is the little box that I created to hold these little note cards, and it was super easy to make, and so I'm going to show you how to make that now. All right, so I have a piece of mint macaron cardstock, and it's cut at 9 inches by 6 inches, and then I'm going to score it at 1.5, 4 3/8, 5 7/8, and 8 3/4, and that will give you the correct dimensions to make this box. Then I'm going to turn the paper 90 degrees and score the bottom of the box at 1.5 inches. All right, so I need to now use my scissors to make some cuts. First, I'm going to fold on all the score lines so that I'm getting my box all set up and ready. And then I'm going to take my scissors, and at the bottom where the 1.5 inch mark is, I'm just going to cut away that little tab there at the bottom because I don't really need that piece. And it'll just be in my way. So I'm going to cut it away. And then these, I'm going to just make a slit on all the score lines going up to that base score line, that 1.5 inch score line that I did at the bottom. That makes the bottom of my card. So I'm using fast fuse adhesive here on my little tab strip to create, fold the box together. And then once I get the box folded together, I can adhere the bottom parts of the box. So a quick tip when you are scoring, if you want to make a bunch of these boxes, I would recommend using the Simply Scored scoring tool, or any other scoreboard that you happen to have, and making markers at the top, because the scoring will go a lot faster than using a trimmer. But that's just if you're making more than one. So FYI, if you're wanting to make multiples of these, that's the way I would do it. Okay, so I'm closing up the bottom there, and that's it. That's my box. It's all set to go. So the only thing now is I need a lid, of course, because every box should have a lid that's containing cute little cards. So this is cut at 3 by 2 7/8. There's a typo in my captions, just so you know. There is no 2/7. That's 3 and 2 7/8. So 3 inches by 2 7/8. And then I scored it at a 1/2 inch and 2 inches. This little piece is cut at 2 3/4 by 2 7/8. So I'm just going to layer it down and then fold on my score lines. So you notice that I layered my piece of designer series paper down first before I started scoring on my, or folding my score lines. And that was just so that my designer series paper would score nicely. So I added fast fuse to the little 1/2 inch strip there, and I'm going to adhere that piece to the back of my box, and then this little lid will just fold over and close on the front. I use this really cute sweetheart punch to create the closure for the front of the box. I just punched it out of mint macaron, and then I'm stamping it with that same stamp set, the little heart, and that'll just kind of help tie the box front into the little note cards that I created. I had such a good time creating this box and note cards. It was just kind of a labor of love. I got an idea and I just couldn't stop messing with it until I did it. So it was a lot of fun. All right, so I'm gonna add dimensionals just to the bottom of this heart. So I cut one dimensional in half. I put one whole dimensional at the bottom, and then I cut one dimensional in half and used it to adhere to the bottom edges of the heart. And that will allow me to be able to tuck the lip of that lid up underneath the heart, and close the box. And then that way you can open and close this box really easy. So I'm just holding the box down, and then you can see it just lifts right up from underneath there. Super simple. Great way to make a closure. And then I just put all the note cards that I had created into the box so that you could see how nicely they fit. They fit perfectly in there. And that was my goal. So the last thing I wanted to show you is part 3 of this video, which is making the envelope for the cards. Originally, I did not think I would make an envelope for the cards, but then I noticed how much extra space was in the box and I couldn't help myself. So you need the envelope punch board for this, and your cardstock or paper. This is envelope paper from Stampin' Up, and I'm just going to show you here the envelopes. They're really cute. They turned out great. And the envelope paper from Stampin' Up is wonderful to make envelopes because it's so soft and pliable. So the cardstock itself, or the paper, is cut at 5 7/8 by 5 7/8. And then I lined up my first punch with the 2 3/8 inch mark over on the punch board. And I am simply scoring a line and punching. And then I'm going to punch the back part here to give myself a little curved edge, rounded corner. And then I'm going to use my trimmer and line up the other end of the envelope at the 1 inch mark on the trimmer, and I'm just trimming off the end, because if you don't do that, you have this really weird pointy flap that goes up to the top of the envelope. It looks strange. So I'm going to fold the insides of this in and use fast fuse adhesive to close this envelope. And then I have the top to fold down, and that's it. Super simple, super cute. Now on my desk, I always have this one stamp set hanging out that is a stamp set we got from Stampin' Up, and it's called Better Than Email. And I have had it for a long time, and I actually don't think we sell it anymore. I'm pretty sure it was a retired set. But on the front, there's this one little sentiment that says from my heart to yours, and I just loved that. So I grabbed it out and decided I wanted to stamp it on the front of the envelopes. So I'm using Tip Top Taupe ink, and I'm going to ink it up. And before I stamp it, I'm just wiping off the Stampin' Up copyright image so that that doesn't stamp down. So all you see is from my heart to yours. So that's how I finished those off. That is my video for today. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for hanging out with me. If you want to see more videos, you can just click on the images that you see here and it'll take you to those videos. Make sure you subscribe and get free tutorials over on my blog. Thanks for watching.